Alright, testing 1, 2. Hello everybody and welcome to my stream. Today I will be continuing my playthrough of Metroid Prime Remastered. Love the Metroid series, never got a chance to play Metroid Prime 1 when it first came out, so I'm glad that I'm able to play it now. So without any further delay, let us begin the adventure. Once I figure out exactly where I'm going again, because I completely forgot where I was. Oh, I think yes. Okay, that way. I think. How's everybody doing tonight? Everyone excited for Valentine's Day tomorrow? Just as a reminder, I will be having a Valentine's Day stream tomorrow with my angel. And we will be playing Undertale, which is a game that both of us love very much. And I am quite looking forward to it. And okay, where am I going again? Yes, okay, I need to climb up and then go down. I need to go back to the land where everything is fire. Oop. Hello? Okay, there we go. Controller wasn't working quite right. As you can probably see by my horrible gameplay. Oh, speaking of the angel, it sounds like she might be home. Hello! I am streaming. Just started. Say hi. To everyone who can't hear her, she just said hi.
Hello, Internet!
She says hello. Need to like test to make sure the audio is okay, because I was rewatching the Smash Bros. Stream and you were pretty quiet. Though that may maybe help now that I did reduce the volume.
In this case, hello, Internet!
Yep, she says hi.
In case that wasn't obvious, yes.
What's that?
And then just able to get done work a little bit early, or get lit out a little bit early, and I stopped at my parents because I want to get some stuff. And Nick.
Good to see you. I unlocked Samus's double jump ability. Yay! I am now Mario.
Congratulations. Or Stella.
Stella!
Stella!
At least run back towards town.
Alright, let me get my stuff down. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, see you soon. As for me, I am heading back to the land of lava, because now that I can double jump, I think that I can explore that area further. Hopefully. Dramatic scene transition that still looks pretty cool. Alright, now if I remember correctly, this way is the way that needed the grappling. Let me just check the map. Oh no, this is the way that I need to go. Okay, glad I checked the map, otherwise I would have just been walking in circles. Whee! Whee! I still question why you need flamethrowers in an area that's already filled with lava. It just seemed so excessive. Jeez, dude, calm down. No reason to lose your head. Oh, I thought that would work, but I guess not. This is a very horrible idea that may end in a very medium way. Oh, well done, Samus. But I'm gonna try it. Boing. Oh, bad idea. Oh, actually, not too bad of an idea. I only lost like 9 health, so hooray for double jump. Beyonce says, "Woo! Ow! 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 Fire!" I got hit with a flamethrower and fell into lava. Yes. I thought I could get past it without falling in, but I guess I mistimed it a bit. No, I'm okay. I think slightly undercooked. And for people watching, do feel free to let me know, as always, if the volume is okay or if it's a little bit off. But yes, I do enjoy the music of this place. It's very good. Oh, excuse me. Avoid the cloud of toxic farts. Ah. I feel like I just sounded like Waluigi for a second there. This station is a standard spinner device. It generates belts of this. The generator belts of the spinner can be activated by a rapid rotational force, using the boost ability on the morph ball when inside the spinner to activate the device. Okay, that's cool. How about this? Collapsible suspension bridge. Okay. Okay, almost fell off, but I'm good. And I've unlocked another path forward. So let us continue exploring. Double jump! I wonder why they call it the space jump if Samus is on a planet and not currently in space. I mean, it would have made sense in the beginning of the game when I was in space and everything literally blew up, but right now? Naming devices aside, still fun. Ooh, is that the grapple beam? Gee, thanks. It just says Chozo artifact when I scan it. That does not help.
Well, at least you know it is a Chozo artifact and not some other artifact.
But that's all that there are. There's only Chozo artifacts. Oh, I think this is just another gate key that I need to get in. Yes. It's just another key that I need to get into the final area of the game, I'm assuming. The Artifact of Strength. The second of 12. Very cool. Alright. Glad I came back for this. Now the only question left is, where do I go for the next ability? I'm assuming the ice place. Okay. Oop, wrong button. Wrong button. And it looks like there is more to this room. Or maybe not. Just... the scanner says... Benzidium part of it is unstable. I don't know if I know what that is yet, so maybe I need to come back later when I have another ability and it'll be something hidden underneath that platform. I do not know. Because I don't think I have anything that can affect that quite yet.
Can I ask you a really random question?
Yes!
Do you want a tiny squishy rubber football?
Sure, I will take a tiny little random squishy football. Yep. And for anyone who did watch, Magister 196 is here and she says, "Hey."
Hi, Max.
Yeah.
Hi, Maxter.
Yeah. And for anyone who is curious, I did watch the Super Bowl last night, and I was rooting for the Eagles. It's a shame that they lost, but I gotta say, I think they put up a really good fight. That was a really close Super Bowl, and they were really close to winning. So I think that it was a great contest, and I'm glad it was so close compared to just being like a massacre or maybe not massacre. I'm trying to think of the right word. A blowout, yeah. It wasn't a blowout with one team just dominating the other. I'd much rather have it be a close game where you get to see where you're like on the edge of your seat than one where it's like over in the first 10 minutes. So I did enjoy the game, and I'm glad that the Eagles performed so well. And I'm pretty sure that if they were this good this season, next season they might just come back and win it all. Yep.
My grandma sent me a Valentine's Day card.
Aw, how nice.
She said, "Happy Valentine's Day, loving you is such an ongoing joy. Loving Chris's grandma."
Cool. Also, look what I discovered. Boing, boing, boing. Yep. If you apparently just like in the Wii remakes, if you shake the Joy-Con controllers when you're playing the game, it will make the ball bounce.
Yay, bouncy ball.
Yeah, a good way to jump with the morph ball before you discover bombs.
Yay.
Because for some reason you always, or you almost always, need to discover bombs after finding morph ball. You can never find the two of them in the same room for some reason. Alright. Now that I can double jump, let's go back to this ice place and see if there is anything new for me to discover.
You want a thing for SolidWorks?
Can hold on to it? I mean, my
I
fiance was asking me about something for, apparently we have a coupon for SolidWorks that we got in the mail.
Yeah, we keep getting circulars. Not bad, actually.
Yeah. That completely missed. Oops.
Alright. Yep.
Initiating laser saving device.
I just came in with real life stuff. Don't mind me, guys.
Yeah, don't mind her. She's just doing real life things over here. Which is fine. Everything's fine.
Take a peek and see what Megster's saying. Hey.
Apparently she has a squishy football too.
Oh. She's playing with her cat.
Woo! Yes, I can get up here now.
Woohoo!
Ooh. Okay, so that wasn't what I need to do. Cordite statue. I don't know what breaks that. So I guess I will have to find out later.
Maybe kryptonite.
It wasn't... No. Okay, let's see if I can get past this guy without getting zapped this time. Hooray!
Hooray!
Ooh, what this? Statue depicting a Chozo balancing the plate of existence on its hands. A plate of existence. Does that come with you? Does that come free with a purchase of the Fork of Destiny, or the knife of prophecy? Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Just randomly button mashing. What is it with them and making me fight this thing in such confined areas? There we go. And Death Growl. Nope. No Death Growl? Okay. Oh yes, the Plate of Destiny. Does it also come with the Spoon of Ridiculousness? New creature. Ice Parasite. Is it cool? Okay, so we got little parasites running around. Oh yes, this statue is balancing apparently the Plate of Destiny.
Oh, because that's not that doesn't seem structurally unsound at all.
Or wait, was it Plate of Destiny or no Plane of Existence? I thought it said the Plate of Existence.
Dear God, that somehow sounds even more stressful. Oh God.
I still think Plate of Existence sounds better and more hilarious, even if this is a serious game. Well, probably because it's a serious game. If it's a serious game, you gotta have a little bit more lighthearted moments to help balance it all out. You know? You can't be serious all the time. And...
Well, you can try, but you'd be pretty unhappy and bored, I think.
yeah, being serious all the time is boring.
Mm-hmm.
Someone just needs to tell older generation that. Chozo. Shaman. Okay, so Brimstone. I have a feeling that a number of these statues are going to be able to be smashed later for items. Or at least two of them are. Or maybe it's just that one that I was looking at over here. It was! Would you look at that? Bum 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 bum! Huh. So in order to progress forward, the only thing I had to do was shoot it in the face. What is your favorite game on the Switch? Oh dear gosh. That is a tough question.
Oh, very tough.
Danielle still needs to play Breath of the Wild, so I'm not sure if she can answer quite as well as I can. I'm guessing I have to follow that statue's hand. But to be honest, my favorite game... What is my favorite game? Oh god, I've played so many of the games on Switch. I mean, I've played Hollow Knight, I've played, Okay, you know what? To make it easier, I'm going to try and focus on Switch exclusives, because Switch has a really great third-person library of games, including like Hades and such, which I've played an extreme amount of, to be honest. So yeah, I need to think of exclusives. The first ones that come to mind, honestly, would be either Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild. I am a huge, as my fiance will tell you, we are both huge Legend of Zelda fans.
Oh yeah.
And I personally also love all of the Mario games as well. So I very well could. Yeah, it's kind of, I think, might be a throw between those two. I know that they've been out for quite a while at this point, but they were still some of the best games that I have played on the system. And I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure Tears of the Kingdom, when that comes out, will probably take over as a favorite. Ooh, Wave Beam. So, yeah, so those are the two that come off the top of my head. I would probably need to actually look through my library of games in order to accurately tell you what my favorite would be aside from those two, because there's just so many games on Switch that I've played. The Xenoblades 1, 2, and 3 are also close contenders, because those games were great and they kept me busy for a long time. Seriously, in those ones I did like everything there was to do in the games. Well, probably not everything, but I did quite a lot. And I actually only played Xenoblade 1 on the Switch because I never got a chance to play it on the Wii. I guess sort of like this. I never got to play Metroid Prime 1 on the Wii either. Yeah, that's right. Oh dear.
Look what you did. You made him mad.
Well, how was I supposed to know that this guy is like behind a completely separate wall? Why was I supposed to know he was there?
I don't know.
And what is with all these ancient devices that are being guarded by native beasts? What if the native beast went extinct? You would just have a device that would have no guards.
No one ever said these guys were smart.
Sheegaroth, supreme predator of the Primordia Drifts. Invulnerable to most beam weapons, the crystallines on their neck... the crystals on their back absorb energy, which they can fire at prey. Have poor stamina, they hyperventilate after using their breath attack, making their mouth area vulnerable. The soft underbelly is susceptible to concussive blast. In battle, they expel blast or frigid air to ensnare targets, like the other guys. They are fond of ramming and trampling their hapless prey. Oh, I think I know what I need to do. Okay, so I can either hit it in the mouth or hit it with bombs. Ah, take that. Also, why were you hiding in this spot behind the wall where there was literally nothing else back there? Were you just sleeping behind this stone wall? How did you even get in here? I mean, just look at this. There is no way in or out. How did you get in here?
Maybe he hibernated for a really, really, really long time and stone fell around him.
Well, that would explain why he was so hungry.
Yeah, really.
Ooh.
No wonder you woke him up. No wonder he's so cranky. You woke him up and he didn't have any coffee.
Yes, the evil monster. Yes, the evil Godzilla did not have any coffee. That is why he was so upset. And Magister 196, can you hear Danielle? Okay, just want to make sure, because if not, I can try and move the mic over a bit so that way she can relax on the bed and still be heard. Okay, so use X. Okay, she can hear you. Okay, so use X and this to swap beams. That's actually different from the That's actually different from Metroid Prime 2 because 3, because in Metroid Prime 3 any beam upgrades would just be a permanent upgrade rather than being something that you could change to. Although I do gotta say, I do like how the beam looks. Just, Danielle, watch this. Oh, I can finally destroy those things. Hold on. Okay, so that's the difference. This weapon is significantly slower than my normal attack. So while it does look cool, it doesn't fire at nearly the same rate. Has limited homing capabilities. Okay. Okay, but it does also let me open purple doors, and I do remember that there was another purple door somewhere in this ice place. Ow. Or not ow, but just hard landing. Oh, actually, I wonder what it looks like at the charge attack. Oh, that's cool. The charge attack is just a big straight beam. Just obliterates these annoying little electric guys that have been causing me all kinds of trouble recently. Nope, cannot get up there. Oh well. Oh, actually. Oh. Actually, now that I have this, I wonder if I can destroy... What is this made of? Cordite.
You're making it look pretty, if nothing else.
Yeah, but it looks like I still can't blow up Cordite, so...
Maybe you need cordon. Or cordon.
Cordon.
You need cordon.
Okay, but now that I have this wave beam, let's go save, because nothing says painful like losing a hard-fought upgrade. Mm-hmm. Also, I kind of don't want to fight Godzilla again.
Yeah.
The Godzilla who was supposedly hibernating behind a single wall for eons until I decided to come and try and pick up the item.
And you woke him up, he didn't get his coffee, and then he died. He's having a bad day.
Well, yeah, but I feel like that's what always happens with ancient monsters that try to kill the heroes. They wake up after who knows how long, they die, and then Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the reason why we have the Kaiju Protection Society. Actually, Kaiju Preservation Society, my bad. Which is the title of the book I am reading, and it is currently a lot of fun. I am like... If anybody's a fan of sci-fi, I think they'll get a kick out of it. If anybody is actually a fan of the Dresden Files, I recommend. It doesn't have quite the same sassy levels of humor in the narration, but there's definitely some Dresden energy involved, and it's wonderful.
I still need to finish Dresden Files.
Yeah, you do.
How about this? I will start bringing the Dresden File books that I'm reading to work if you start playing Breath of the Wild on your off days.
We'll work on it.
Yeah, why? You should have some time tomorrow when I'm like doing meeting stuff, because you can't just pick up the Switch right out of it while I'm in the meeting.
True, but there is some other stuff I want to get done too.
Okay, that's fair. Real life, why you so boring?
Yeah, and don't worry. I mean, I do want to get started, and I will get started soon. And you can take the books whenever you want to. Like,
that's fair.
I'm not gonna worry too much about that.
That's fair. That's fair. Actually, where am I going? Okay, yes, it was up there that I saw the purple door. I got the rooms mixed up for a minute there. Ignore me. I'm doing fine. Everything is fine. And no, there was no random explosion this time. Actually, I just realized I'm probably going to have to come back here anyway, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need the screw attack to get that missile upgrade. Hello, annoying little lightning guys. How you doing? I feel like I was just using the 64 things wrong voice right there.
Yeah, I think you were. How you doing?
Okay, aha. Not aha. Aha, aha. Now I can get up here. Huh? I just fired a missile and it went right through this wall. Collision detection! And how old is this game, honestly? It's like...
Yeah, I'm gonna Google it.
Whee!
I'm gonna
Bonk!
Google it.
Hooray, I knocked down the stalag. Tight?
Is it up top or down below?
Up top.
Tight. Stalactite.
Stalactites.
Yes.
Not yet full of might.
Alrighty.
But it does have quite the bite, because it's so cold.
Alright, what is this? Is this Metroid Prime Remastered?
Metroid Prime 1.
Metroid Prime 1, okay.
So Metroid Prime Remastered is a remake of Metroid Prime 1. 2002. This game is more than 20 years old!
I know, it can legally drink. Actually, wait, no, it can't. No, it can't. Not till November. Not till November. November 18th, then it can drink.
No, you said it came out in 2002.
It released November 18th, 2002.
It's 2023.
Yes, but
it's 22 years old.
It's not November. It's not November of 2020.
Oh wait. Okay, yeah, I see.
Thank you. Okay, guys. Okay, here we go. November. Mark, make a note in your calendars. November 18th. Take a drink for Metroid Prime.
Just so you know, Piemaster Productions does not condone drinking.
No, that's fair. That is fair.
Yes, I do not does not condone drinking, because I do work in a drug rehab facility, so yes, cannot condone drinking.
Okay, take a shot of milk.
Yes, take a shot of milk. Just do not make it. Just make sure it is not a
Not Zelda milk.
Yes, make sure it is not Zelda milk, because that might be full of magic, which may then act like alcohol. Okay. Also, if someone wants to clip that and make that a little clip, feel free, because that is kind of hilarious, being honest. Alright, let's activate the switchy switch.
Yes. That's actually what I did on my 21st birthday, is I tried a couple of drinks that I wasn't a fan of, and so I decided to just, give it up for the day. I figured there'd be plenty of time later, but I did have this special shot glass that my sister got for me that said just turned 21. And we went back to the house and we were having dessert. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna drink some milk. So so everybody got little glasses. We're all doing little tiny cups of milk and water and whatever, soda, whatever, and we were having a good time.
Bum 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 bum. Yes, we're in the ice place. Let's just flood this entire area with water.
There ain't no reason that's gonna go wrong.
Well, actually, I think it's working because there's little ice bits that can float on top of it, supposedly.
Yeah, well, yes. What do you mean supposedly? You're standing. You can literally
supposedly.
See it happening.
Supposedly.
It is happening right now. You doofus.
I'm a goofus.
You silly goose.
Someone, Venture says that's so hardcore. So hardcore. Oh, I found 25% of all items.
What is
nice.
so hardcore?
I do not know. Maybe the
The shots of milk or the flooding the frozen world. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like both answers are actually pretty funny.
Meanwhile, I'm just listening to the calming music of everything being frozen.
Yes.
Need more Wasser.
Also, yes, I do want to say, because I realized I did not actually say this out loud. I do agree with do not do, we do not condone the drinking, because obviously, there are people out there who are struggling and, need some help, and that is absolutely fine, and we hope that you get the help if you need it. And
yes,
I do my best to refrain from making comments like that in the future, just to be...
It's fair, and to be fair, our viewer does think that taking milk shots is hardcore. So so in the future, we can just say that we're talking about taking milk shots rather than shots.
Yes. Yes, but I do want to. I realized, oh wait, I did not actually say what I want to say out loud. So I do want to say I agree with what Piemaster says, and I understand. And we hope that everybody out there is, being safe and responsible, and is getting help if that is a trouble.
Okay, so in order to get through here, I need that cordite weapon that can destroy cordite. So can't get through there yet because the door is currently off. Who turned off the power? I know this is an ancient ruin, but come on, guys. At least maintain your infrastructure.
Oh, you mean the invisible magic?
Oh god, what is that?
That's a stat.
I'm just trying to scan it.
Oh god, look at that face.
Shadow Pirate.
Jesus Christ, he looks like the Night King from Game of Thrones. Wearing rad sunglasses.
Yeah. Ow. Get off. No, that was kind of a violent death with him dying through being zapped to death.
Yeah, that does sound pretty painful.
Yeah, Metroid Prime is not messing around if it's death. No, our flag is not out.
It's not raining, Magster. Not yet.
Yeah. For anyone who does not know, there is a running joke that was shown in the Red versus Blue.
It was the death battle.
Yeah, the death battle between Red Team and Blue Team, where the two teams fought each other, or the two teams finally fought each other, and there is a joke that Caboose needs to put the flag out when it's raining because he doesn't understand what an umbrella is.
Yes. So to clarify, in case anybody's not familiar with the channel, there is a web channel out there called Death Battle, which is really fun. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. What they do is they basically ask the question of who would win in a fight between character A and character B. They're sometimes people from the same franchise, but they don't have to be. But they're usually people who have some level in common. Like there was like one of the they do like Deadpool and Pinkie Pie, for example, who are in obviously completely different works, but still have the same level of chaotic energy and
fourth wall breaking shenanigans.
Powers. They also did one with One Punch Man and Popeye, who are both cartoon-based characters who have extreme power,
extreme power levels.
Yes.
Even if Popeyes is more of just insane cartoon nonsense.
Mm-hmm. And so what they do is that they go over all of the equipment, all of the powers, all of the feats that the people have done in their own respective canons, and then they actually animate a fight to the death amongst the two contestants and see what that encounter would look like. They did decide to do one for Red versus Blue. It's not part of the Red versus Blue full-on canon created by Rooster Teeth, but it is still very much worth a watch. They also do one not just between Red Team and Blue Team. They also do one between the Meta and Carolina from the Project Freelancer saga, which is also a lot of fun.
She enjoys that one quite a bit.
I do enjoy that one quite a bit. It's funny, and also even the breakdown of their feats are pretty funny because the characters themselves will pop in and be like, "Hello, are you spying on us? You're being weird." But
for some of them,
for at least for some of them, yes, it definitely happened during the Red versus Blue ones.
No, it definitely happened during the Pinkie Pie and Deadpool one because both of them can break the fourth wall.
Yes. So the clip in question that Magster is commenting about is one that I actually showed her because Piemaster showed me. It all starts off with the blue team hanging out outside the base next to their flag, which,
is out in the base rather than in the base where it usually is.
Yes. And their leader church is just like, okay, why did we bring the flag out here without missing a beat? Caboose, who is the most adorable idiot you will ever meet in your entire life, says, oh, because it's supposed to rain today. You have to remember to take your flag outside when it rains. And Church, in a long-suffering voice, just says none of this is right. And then there's Tucker, who's hanging out up by the battlements with his energy sword, says, what the flag got to do with rain? Do you think the flag is an umbrella? Wait, Caboose, have you ever seen an umbrella before? Apparently the answer, maybe no. And also, too, the fourth member of their team currently is Tex, who is just hanging out silently, wondering what on earth she is doing with her life. And then it kind of becomes a bit of I guess what we could say a brick joke near the end, because after the end of the fight, it does start to pour rain. And Caboose has a very satisfied, good thing the flag is out.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read a log now. So
I'm sorry,
you're fine. This is from the Space Pirates. Our initial test exposing Talon 4's indigenous parasites to Phazon appears to be successful. Increases in strength, size, and aggressiveness are common in all test subjects, as well as unforeseen evolutions like additional poison sacs within the abdomen and the appearance of a second ring of mandibles in several subjects.
Oh,
These
great.
creatures were chosen because of their resilience and it appears possible that, given enough exposure to Phazon, they may one day be able to survive on any planet we transport them to. Our method will have to be refined. We currently have a 100% extinction rate after the 4th infusion period, and most survivors of the 3rd infusion stage are so violent and uncontrollable that they have to be euthanized. Even still, we remain hopeful that further experimentation will result in success. Well, that explains what happened in the start of the game when I was on the space station and there was like a containment breach. It must have been one of these Phazon-induced parasites that they were experimenting on.
Yeah, because nothing says good idea like experimenting on Phazon.
Yeah.
That makes people grow extra poison and mandibles. This is going great.
Yeah, well, to be fair, this is the first game, and we don't really know how bad the Phazon thing gets, because in the third game, I remember this, Dark Samus actually corrupts and basically takes over the space pirates using the Phazon.
Really?
Yeah, they crash. She captures a bunch of space pirates who were trying to gather up the Phazon, which helped her reform herself, and because of this, she basically takes control of them, brings them to her home planet, and they crash a meteor/living creature into their own planet against the rest of their kind's wishes, basically corrupting everyone on the planet and making all space pirates Phazon crazy. So
that's great.
Yeah, Phazon's kind of like the big baddie of at least the first 3 games, but I think the third game ends with this source of all Phazon being destroyed, meaning that the rest of the Phazon in the universe should now be either destroyed or inert, I'm assuming. So we still need to see what's going to happen in Metroid Prime 4 and how that might link into things. But at least the Phazon, I think, is over. Another log. Most terraforming and retrofitting of security checkpoints on Talos 4 is complete, but we continue to research the alarming epidemic of breaches by local creatures. Our records show none unauthorized entries, so we must presume that the creatures are either slipping in undetected during daily personnel moves or else finding their way through subterranean tunnels. We have found many small breaches of this latter sort and plugged them whenever we can, but it is unlikely that we will ever achieve full extermination within our current timetable. So, yeah, I mean, this isn't your planet.
Yeah. Also, quick thing, but I got a second squishy football, and I figured that we could add this to our collection. This could be Lopez.
Yes.
Alright, go ahead and read the thing. I'll explain when I
there's another too. So, mining operations have begun near the crater where Phazon appears to be most concentrated. Oh, okay. So the meteor definitely contained Phazon. That's the poison that was discussed in the planet. Daily Phazon yields have increased 44%, and our mining systems become more streamlined as personnel and equipment flow increases. Several incidents of Phazon-induced madness have been reported, prompting augmented life support regulations in the deeper chambers. Symptoms include loss of equilibrium, erratic respiration, muscle spasms, and in most extreme cases, hallucinations.
Well, that's great.
A timetable reassessment for the refinery operation is recommended, as the materials proves more unstable than initial analysis indicated. Gee, you don't say. And the fact that you lost your little floating space rig is definitely an indication that things are not going as planned. We have codified the newfound energy source as Phazon, a V-index mutagen of which we have verified very little reliable data. Indications point to a meteor of unknown origin expelling Phazon into the environment. This material appears to possess the power to mutate organic life forms sufficiently to withstand its poison. These mutations appear promising, with abrupt evolutionary leaps appearing in the single generation of reproduction. Plans to establish a full science team on Talos 4 are being finalized. Nice to see that the space pirates are not just like generic evil guys, but actually have their own culture in this.
It is interesting.
Yeah, so what were you going to talk about?
I was wondering if I should describe our little red versus blue, like, midget guys for the people.
Sure.
Okay. Do you want me to wait till you're not?
No, you're good.
Okay. So this actually started, as you might have guessed from the last conversation, Piemaster and I are very big Red vs. Blue fans, and we actually, it's actually been somewhat recently when we were actually sat down and watched the whole series from the beginning. He had seen the whole thing. I had seen
up to like part of season 12.
Yes, we had seen bits. I had seen bits and pieces. My first episode ever was season 8, episode 10. This one goes to 11, which kind of tells you everything you need to know going in, which is great. But it was still really fun to watch from the beginning and watch all the pieces come together, because they actually do a really good job, for the most part, with blending later season reveals with early season
weirdness.
Yeah, there's a few things here and there that fall through the cracks, but it has a much stronger continuity than you may expect. But anyways, my birthday was in the summer, and we were out of town. We were actually staying at a lake resort, and of course, my birthday was the one day a week when it was like in the low 60s and pouring rain. Not exactly the best day to like do anything outside, even. Yeah, so we ended up actually going to an arcade and playing a bunch of games, and we collected our what are they called? The tickets. It took me a minute there. I forgot the word. And so what happened too was we actually didn't have all that money. So, we didn't necessarily qualify for some of the bigger prizes, but we got a couple of knickknacks here and there. Like we got some candy, we got like I think a pencil, and he also got me this bright.
Why is this door on the ceiling?
It's saying brazen. The 12-year-old has a lobster.
We'll explain that story later.
He also got this like little foam dye that was a very bright orange, just like Griff's armor, and also in one of the other games he had won a bright red duck. And then earlier one of my little gifts for the birthday, I can't remember, was it you who gave it to me or was it your brother?
What was it?
It was the dinosaur.
I think that may have been Thomas. I can't actually remember.
Yeah, his little brother gave me a bunch of these little these little decorative things just for fun. Like there were some I think I had like a plastic recorder. I got like a plastic recorder and like some some water squirt guns and a party hat and also a little tiny dinosaur that I decided to name Caboose. And then we got Sarge from the little red duck from one of the machines at the arcade, and then we won the die that we decided to name Griff, and we decided to just kind of collect all these little knickknacks here and there, and just have them each represent the red versus blue characters. So far, we have Caboose, who is the little dinosaur. Church is a blue golf ball. We have... What else do we have? We have Donna, who's a pink golf ball. We have the red duck, that's Sarge. We have the die, and now we have a brown football that can be Lopez, the robot.
Who only speaks Spanish.
Yes.
Okay.
Not always correct Spanish either.
Okay, new log. Phase-on mining is underway, several garrisons have been established, and terraforming of the Chozo ruins is underway. Security systems are operational, and the science team continues to make progress in their biotech research. The Memoria drifts have proven to be optimal location for research headquarters, and soon it will be joined by a fully operational combat base and starports. Well, the starport's dead, so if the command's predictions are half true, we shall rise to dominance in the sector within a decacycle. Mm-hmm. Truly, these are glorious times. Well, Samus is here, and she has a very bad habit of destroying space pirates. Or I suppose that would be a good habit for peace-loving groups.
Depends on who you ask, really. It's a matter of perspective.
New log. Scans of the spiral sector detect a massive energy spike emanating from the Wanderer-class planet identified as Talon 4. Scout reconnaissance was immediately dispatched to the center of the spike. A land mass at heading mark 48-2 returned with planetary samples and atmospheric imaging. Analysis shows the energy source to be an unstable radioactive material of enormous potential. We are unable to form an accurate risk assessment at this time, but we are unlikely to find an energy source this powerful again. Analysis will continue, but currently Talos 4 appears to be a viable secondary headquarters. Okay, the fact that it just said secondary headquarters makes me concerned. I'm just going to take a little break to get some water and take nightly naps.
I actually forgot there was the little, I have this tiny little Captain America pump thing that I think is a current stand-in for Carolina until we find something else. But he's just there hanging out. We're having a good time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I see an item chamber nearby. At least that's what I'm assuming that room that's just a big circle is, unless it's maybe a another elevator. Alright, let's get this thing moving.
Alright.
Bop 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 bop.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong jingle. Okay. That is the jingle that plays in Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Whenever you start up the game, the first time you get a red rupee, a blue, anything above a green rupee, whether it's a blue, yellow, red, whatever, you will stop and hold up the rupee, and Link has this little smile on his face, and we're just like, okay, Link, I get that you're happy, but please, there are 3 bokoblins about to hit you. Why? This is not the time to be posing with money. But it's such a cute little happy jingle. It's actually something that would make a really great text tone. I would love that.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, magical energy thingy is, or maybe not magical, but technological energy thingy is now up and running.
Yay!
Let's turn it on and see what it does. Hopefully things don't explode.
Let's go push some buttons.
Something, I don't know, I'm getting a bad feeling by the fact that I'm turning all this stuff off. Actually, I just realized that that single room up there might be a save room, which would be helpful at this point. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Ooh, sparkly. Space!
The final frontier.
There's something up there.
Ooh.
I don't know what it is, though.
Are we going to enact a voyage of a Starship Enterprise?
Lower node of astronomical hologram projector functioning normally.
Recorded to logbook.
Town 4. Town 4 was biological paradise prior to the impact of an extraterrestrial object. What remains of the biosphere is slowly fading due to exposure to phazon radiation. At current rate of decay, Town 4 will be barren. Class 13 wasteland in approximately 25 years.
Well, that's...
Well, it's a good thing I'm showing up now to, save the planet, hopefully.
Yay! Do these logs have any timestamps to let you know where you are time-wise in relation to when they were made?
No, but given how the space pirates were currently here, and this is space pirate tech, I think that it's safe to assume that most of this is very recent.
Okay.
Planet Zebes.
Oh, that name sounds familiar. Is that one of the stages in one of the Smash? Isn't that...
I feel like that's a place that... You can look this up, but I feel like that's the place that Samus spends at least part of her time in the earlier games. Mm-hmm. And it might also be one of the planets that Samus later blows up.
Yeah, Lord. I just appreciate that this is something she's apparently known for, blowing up planets.
Here it is. It was rather unremarkable until it became known as a base for space pirate forces. So, yes, I think that might be one of the planets that Samus is going to end up blowing up. Which, in her defense, though, for most of these times when planets blow up, they aren't actually her fault. Most of the time, it's the enemies who build a base on that planet, and then said base has a self-destruct feature in it for reasons, and then it explodes. Yes. Okay. So this is a save room. So yes, it's not necessarily Samus's fault that everywhere she goes ends up exploding.
Oh yes. Okay. Okay. So I just looked it up, and I'm seeing the areas, and I'm recognizing some of the names. Like I recognize Brinstar, Norfair, and what's it? Kraid? Is that the name of that giant angry lizard guy?
Yes, that's Kraid.
Yep. Not to be confused with the other giant angry lizard guy.
There's multiple Kraids that she kills, or it's the same Kraid who keeps getting brought back to life somehow.
I know, but do you realize that the giant angry lizard guy could also technically describe Ridley?
That's fair.
I mean, granted, he's more dragon-esque, but...
Super missiles acquired. This powerful attack uses 5 missiles.
Nice.
Using a power beam. This powerful attack using the power beam, press and hold A to charge, then A to fire.
Nice. Too bad it's not. Too bad she doesn't have a rocket. Too bad it's not a rocket launcher. Then you can say you can rock and roll. Unless she does have a rocket launcher, I don't know that.
I'm trying to figure out how to use them. The controls were a little bit. You can keep walking. I'm just gonna look up again how you're supposed to use those.
I'm good. I have looked up what I needed to look up.
Just rotating switch. Where is the description?
What is this? It's a
Power missile.
power missile.
Why don't I see it under the? Am I just people are watching? Am I just blind, or can I not? Am I just not finding the missiles, or is it?
Okay, so this is what I see here. Simply put, the player holds down the charge beam, then when the beam is fully charged, they press the missile button. This launches a much more powerful form of the missile, and it takes 5 units of ammo.
Okay, let me try actually doing the charge beam with the normal. Okay, that's the problem. For some reason, it only works if you're using the main charge beam. You can't use it with the wave beam. So you need to change back to the classic beam in order to use power missiles.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a design oversight, but whatever.
Also, this article does give another use for it, but I do not know if I should tell you that or not.
Does it open those like carbo whatever things that I've been seeing? If not, then you can tell me that. Or if yes, you can say yes, but
Yes.
Yes? Okay, I thought so. No, it's just I've been seeing them so frequently here, so I'm assuming that that's what they would open.
Yeah.
It's the stupid thing. And I'm going back here because I think that there was one just right back here. Whee!
Oh, sorry, we have to tell the 12-year-old has a lobster story.
Oh, yeah.
But I can wait. Back by 3 months of it, I think.
There we go.
There.
Okay, you can go. I'm just gonna head back up.
All right. So for those of you who also do not know this about us, because I do know we have some friends who are watching. Piemaster and I are also very big Studio Ghibli movie fans, and we like all sorts of stories. My goodness, but we were very amused when we were watching Castle in the Sky, which is I think it's a movie from the late 80s is when Ghibli released it, and it takes place in sort of a like the very beginnings of industrialism. You know, the main character is from a small mining town, and there's barely cars that come around. Like, he reacts surprisingly. You know, people still like farm very often. There's airships all over the place. It's sort of like this. It's kind of hard to describe the period, but it definitely is set in some older times with some older fashioned like housing setups and technology and all that good stuff. So we were kind of amused at one point because there's also a gang of pirates who are some of the silliest pirates, at least until you watch Porco Rosso. Those are even sillier pirates. But these pirates camp out in the main characters. His name is Patsu. They camp out in his house, and you know, them being very hungry pirates begin to start eating all of his food because of course they do. And you know, it's not really given any real explanation as to what is happening, but at one point the pirate captain Dola picks up and snaps open and crunches into a full-on cooked lobster. And Piemaster and I are looking at each other and we're like, wait a minute, this child lives by himself. Oh, what's happening? Oh dear.
Space jetpacks!
Oh god.
Yep, so...
He lives by himself. He has been for at least a little while. They're not near any oceans as far as you can tell. And... we're just like, why just this... And also lobsters, I mean, are like a very fancy specific dish. We're wondering why on earth this small 12-year-old child has a lobster. And really, we have no idea.
It's just sort of become a running joke. It's like, why does this 12-year-old have a lobster?
Why does this 12-year-old have a lobster? We were very amused by it. So now, if ever we have this sort of half rhetorical like question, like, why is there a door in the ceiling? Or why do army hostages have carpets in their cargo? The answer one of us will usually give if we're feeling like being a smartass is the same reason a 12-year-old has a lobster. And the hostage with the carpets is actually another reference to another Ghibli movie, Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind. In that one, there's a handful of villagers from a small, peaceful valley called the Valley of the Wind, who are taken hostage by an invading army. And as everybody heads towards the toxic jungle to do some investigating on how to possibly clear out the toxic jungle so people can live in the world more freely. So the hostages are hanging out in a small cargo barge that's attached to the main warship. And when they inevitably run into trouble and they have to make an emergency landing, they have to throw out all the excess cargo in order to lighten the load of the ship. However, you see them throwing out boxes and boxes and crates and more boxes
and the carpet.
And then they throw out a roll of something that unfurls and it's just a carpet. And all we can think of is, why are these hostages bringing a carpet into their hostage situation? There's no reason for this. We have since made it kind of our mission to watch the other movies, like when we watch the other movies, to come up with one of these silly rhetorical questions, like, why does X have this? Or why does this happen? Oh dear, is that the actual Metroid?
Yes, this is an actual Metroid, which
dear.
I'm concerned because I don't have any ice weapons, but
hold on to your brains.
They don't eat my brains.
Okay.
Talon Metroid, energy-based parasite. The effects of Phazon have turned these Metroids, a species of alpha predator native to SR388. That is a planet I know that Samus definitely blows up.
Oh, we're gonna have fun.
Well, to be fair, it gets overrun with the X parasite, which I explained to you, which... Yeah, so can't have that getting out. This is a subspecies found only on Talon. Will latch onto its prey and drain energy, growing larger as it does. The only way to shake the attacking Metroid is to enter Morph Ball and lay a bomb. Okay, so that checks out. I knew it!
Can we just appreciate, too, that apparently the only way to deal with this is to specifically turn into Morph Ball, which according to you, is a Samus-only tactic. Meaning if anybody else was here, they would be completely screwed.
Yeah, that's usually the feeling I get with Metroids. There's a reason why Samus is usually the one that's sent to deal with them. Metroids are, or at least in this universe, Metroids are notoriously difficult to deal with. Ow.
The only experience I have with Metroids like that are the ones in Smash who do latch on and eat your brain, which is fair because there is a lot of energy attached to your brain. I mean, your brain, your body, your heart, like a lot of your muscles run on electrical signals, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, well, that's just the place where they originally latch on. It doesn't have to be there. New database in the middle of a firefight. Studies of Metroid biology continue, though with limited progress. It seems likely that we will be much more successful using the Metroids for our means rather than trying to reproduce their powers. If they could be adequately tamed, we would have no need of proper understanding of the metabolism. A small force of disciplined Metroids could wipe out entire armies, and once we find a way to shield them from Cold's containment weapons, they will be invincible. Yeah, that's something that came up in another game where they did find a way to make Metroids that were immune to cold, which mean that they basically had no weaknesses.
Oh, yeah.
Furthermore, if we could train them to harvest the energy...
If we could then harvest the energy.
Yeah, we would have a near limitless source of power at our disposal.
Okay, can we just... Okay, so here's the thing. Them saying like, oh, you know, if we can just tame them, we don't need to understand them, and they would be great weapons. I mean, really? Isn't that basically...
Isn't that the plot of, like, every Resident Evil game that goes horribly wrong, with zombies?
I was thinking more along the lines of the way they use the raptors in Jurassic World, but
that's even worse.
The Resident Evil works well, too. Oh, God, those freaking raptors.
Yeah. Too bad no one can handle their sick beats.
Right.
She is just giving me this look. Oh god, ah! She threw my Zorla flesh at me.
It's the lightest kill I could find. Oh god, this little guy.
Okay, let's read another log for a minute, then you can get back to what you were saying. Metroid Dissection continues to provide more questions than answers. Our research teams have isolated the energy conduits that run from the invasive twin mandibles to the energy core and the creature's quadruped nucleus, but the manner in which the Metroid actually extracts the lifestorm energy from prey remains an utter mystery. The victim does not lose blood or any other vital fluids, and yet the Metroids extract energy. Identifying this energy is our central problem. It takes no physical form, yet without it, the victim dies. We will continue to research this matter, as the isolation of this life-giving essence will be the key to our ascendance.
Okay, that starts to sound a little...
religiously?
I was going to say culty, but I guess that is fair.
Yeah, I think culty is probably better. There are plenty of religions that are not culty.
Yeah, I would argue most... I think
most religions are not culty.
I mean, religion by itself is not culty. What can happen is that if... Like, religion is religion. There's good aspects, there's bad aspects. It's... A lot of it is up to... ideals and interpretations of things we don't fully understand yet.
Yeah, woo, more health.
Mm-hmm. And gives us a kind of a basis for how we want to conduct ourselves. Like, that by itself is neutral. There's often a lot of, good values installed in it. However, it's when the values themselves get misconstrued and become kind of, I guess, or manipulated by, oh gosh, that's like
Yeah,
That's
people manipulate the religion and the doctrine
and the beliefs of the people who have it, and also people who are vulnerable. Perhaps people who are just out on their own for the first time have recently gone through a bad split with people that they care about.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be a sort of promise, and that's when things can get really, really dangerous. And
yeah. We won't cover any. We won't go any further into that at the moment. Just...
Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, we are, we obviously are not experts on what makes something like a cult, and obviously too, there's a lot of answers into that. In fact, sometimes even properly defining a cult can be difficult. However, the language that was used during that, the ascendancy, was uncomfortable to say the least, because that just sounds like that doesn't sound so much like a science experiment. That sounds more like people searching for immortality, which is kind of it's usually not portrayed well in fiction. What happened?
Oh, hey Beans!
Hi!
Gee, and so, and no Beans, I have not yet played Hogwarts Legacy. I have a huge backlog of games, but despite some controversy around the creator of Harry Potter, I do want to play the game itself. It does look interesting, and I do kind of like open worlds like that. So, but for now, I'm just going to focus on Metroid, because I have not played Metroid in a very long, or I've never played the original.
And Undertale.
Oh yes, we're going to do Undertale tomorrow.
Yes.
Also, a visor prototype is nearby. Maybe it'll let me see invisible things.
Oh.
Which will come in handy, because I think there is a part in the game where I need to fight ghosts. Which, if I remember correctly, is something that is... Yeah, even Beans agrees he doesn't want to talk about his backlog, because...
That's fair.
Yeah, I still need to play Nobody Saves the World. And Divinity Original Sin 1, because I got that on sale for like $9. Central Tank Unit Control connected to the terminal. Oh, there we go. New visor.
It's actually pretty funny that he mentioned Hogwarts Legacy at the time when he did, because because you and I were just talking about how this language about the key to our ascendancy and the language of achieving immortality usually leads people down, usually at least in fiction, leads people down dangerous paths. Isn't that exactly what happened to Voldemort?
Yeah, that's basic. Well, yeah, but to be fair though, the new Harry Potter game takes place how many years in the past? Like 1,000 years or something in the past.
Oh.
So it takes place well before anything in the current Harry Potter universe.
That's true, but even in the past of Harry Potter, there were still some pretty dangerous witches and wizards. I mean, even before Voldemort was born, or around the time Voldemort was under 10 years old, there was Grindelwald, who was an extremely dangerous, very, very powerful wizard, who was perhaps the most famous dark wizard before.
Yeah, Beans clarifies it's 100 years before.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you.
That's
Thank
good,
you.
not 1,000.
Yeah, because if you get to 1,000, then I'm starting to think about the founders themselves.
Yeah, okay, but you mentioned Grindelwald?
Yeah, Grindelwald was perhaps the most famous, the most notorious, the most powerful dark wizard there was before Voldemort. And there were probably some others, but Grindelwald is also extremely famous and very well known and and very, very dangerous, albeit in a very different way, because he had different ideals than Voldemort did.
Yeah.
And honestly, if it was 1,000 years ago and you were getting into the whole Hogwarts founders, there's even some problems there with Salazar Slytherin finding a basilisk, putting it in the Chamber of Secrets, and having it attack small children.
Yep, and Beans does mention that they do reference the founders.
Oh, cool.
Yep, he's not beat it, but it's still crazy. Yes, I'm aware of that. Oh, and I did find the thermal visor. Which I gotta say, things are heating up. Oh, great.
Or maybe they're cooling down. Oh God.
Let's see what it looks like if I don't have the visor on. Oh.
Panic!
Oh gosh, yeah, I need this visor. Oh god, these guys are... It's not just dark, these guys are invisible. I'm gonna zap them.
I'm gonna get a snack.
Okay. I see you. They got the snake, but it's not a mission yet. More likely to tease DLC. Oh gosh. Okay, so another door that I cannot yet open. But now I can see heat. Oh god, I'm fighting Metroids in the dark. No, no trying to eat my face. But now that I have the thermal goggles, I'm wondering where I'm gonna go next. I'm sure I'll figure it out, but... Splat.
Are you still alive?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Sentry drone, well armed with armored security mecha, have limited intelligence, but they're assigned class well. Being machines, they are susceptible to electric attacks. When ordered, drones initiate security lockdown and then attempt to neutralize the intruder. Their electronic warfare suit can scramble visor technology as well. I've noticed. Ow, I can't see anything. Keep hitting the wrong one. Oh, I'm still actually in this room. Okay. Gee, that's...
Piemaster is still in my crackers.
I do agree in Beans. Having a Hogwarts game where you can actually roleplay with live scenarios through mods sounds pretty cool. Alright, let's... Okay, no. Yeah, let's just stick with thermal because I think that everything in here is now dark. Get off the ceiling.
He's taking a nap. He's like a bat.
No, that's a typical space pirate tactic of waiting for me to walk by and then trying to stab me in the face.
Like a bat. Although, granted, if any bats do that, I am very, very concerned.
Well, they do that to bugs, I'm sure, but... Let's just focus on getting out of here. Well, that was shocking. Meh. And she is giving me the look again.
You said that before you even turned around. You just knew.
Yeah. Oh. Is that a... Okay, first let me get rid of this thing. And then it looks like there's a morph ball track right there. It's hard to tell, though. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, this thermal vision is helpful.
Go for a ride. Whee!
Oh.
Oh, no. Not like that.
Okay, I thought there might be rails, but it's, you know, kind of hard to tell in the dark when...
That's what we call no OSHA compliance.
OSHA.
OSHA. Nope, well, still. No OSHA compliance.
Like Sprout's factory.
Like when they don't put railings or safety precautions on things that you really ought to do with the bug.
Yeah. I remember reading a story. I think it was about a slave trying to escape like a slave city based off of Fallout 3's infamous example. But the one thing that the character constantly complains about as they're running around this city is that nowhere has like any safety rails. Even the places like where the guards will hang out up above everyone else to keep an eye on them. Mm-hmm. There's no safety rails. So towards the end, not like at the end, but like definitely getting up there when they're preparing to defend the mall where they're all living in against slavers from the outside, because it's like an entire city that's the whole like the slaver kingdom. The character who has never actually sworn in their life is like helping prepare defenses, sees that they're still not including safety rails anywhere, and just basically swears for the first time and saying it's like, why is it so hard to get some epic safety rails?
Yeah. There you go. Now you got that.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, just quick comment. Used to art roleplay in GTA and it was a blast, but the server merged and lost its feel of the community, which sucked. And it was tough to keep it small, and he's in a server where there's like 70 people and it just doesn't feel right. So yeah, I can agree. It can be kind of hard sometimes to find like real role-playing experiences, that is kind of why I like Divinity Original Sin 2, because that one is even if it's like a more linear story than an open world, I feel like they give you a lot of customization with the characters and what's going on. So was that you humming the tune, or? I thought for a second I heard the fiance humming the tune, but it's hard to tell.
What?
Were you humming it sounded almost like you were humming the tune for a second of the battle music.
No, I was putting my dishes away. I wasn't even in the room.
I know, but it was so distant that it was like, is she humming the tune from outside the room?
You know what I may have been humming? A tune called Finger Push-Ups. And it goes do 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 do. That one's just been in my head like on and off for about the past week. It's really, really catchy.
Okay, let's go to the save room because I still can't see anything. Because why did they turn off all the lights? I don't think that the visor was somehow powering this facility, because that really doesn't make sense.
Excuse me.
That was a good burp.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, so let's just continue getting out of this place and getting back to the main icy area.
I can only imagine what that sounds like over the mic.
I have no idea.
I can already hear Magster going, oh!
I think it might just be Sean in the chat at the moment.
Still. If Magster comes back and watches more of it, I can just hear her little voice going, oh!
Yeah, and she can always watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it when I... either on the channel for the first 7 days or when I upload it to YouTube, because I am uploading this stuff to YouTube for everyone to see, and so that way I can see the or I can like make like a video out of it later, because Twitch only keeps it for a few days for reasons.
Highlight reels. Yeah.
And I actually have been going through and making a few little, like, minute-long highlights at times.
Well done.
Yeah, look at my Twitch channel. You should see them. I think one of them was even titled "She Killed Everyone But Me and Donkey Kong" for when you blew yourself up with a star and a fake Smash Ball.
Did you make one? Did you make one for when you threw the bomb and it cleared 3 people's heads and then hit me in the back and then exploded?
Yes, I did make a clip of me throwing the bomb, missing 3 computers and hitting Steve in the back of the head with it.
And then Bookworm ripped Steve.
Yes.
And the thing I love too is that Steve A wasn't looking, and B, I don't even think he was moving. He was just standing there doing Steve things, and then it got blown to Kingdom Come.
Not my fault. Someone put a fiance in the way.
Oh really? Is that what you said?
I'm pretty sure.
What you said? Is that the same logic you're gonna use when I saved myself from dying on the Delfino Plaza only for Ganondorf to dramatically fling his sword?
No, I'm not going to use that excuse there, because that was me looking at the chat and not paying attention to where I was smashing.
Can I tell you something too? Ganondorf is dramatic.
Yes, he is. Also, Chieftain Soul says that it's good that I'm putting them on YouTube because a friend does not watch Twitch. Yeah, so yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Good to know, Sean. You can just let them know that the videos are there then, and I'm sure they will enjoy it. Yeah. Oh. Okay, seriously, dude, get off the ceiling. Why are you up there?
Bat.
He's a bat that I'm electrifying.
He's a bat, but he's flutter bat.
Ponies.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And Sean mentions that he saw that I got Rainbow Six, and he has to show me how he pays too much for the game. Which, yeah, I do have Rainbow Six, and I did also manage to transfer my PS4 account over to PS5 so I can play there, which I feel more comfortable with, just given how many hours I've put into it. But yeah, I've never actually bought anything on Siege except for like the main game, and I think that when I bought it, I got like the year 2 reveal, so I just had a few characters unlocked, but I mostly just unlock everything the slow way. Mm-hmm. Just don't want to really spend too much money on it. But, you know, that's just me. Mm. Well, I appreciate how cool the thermal vision is. It does also just seem kind of... I don't know, it's kind of hard to, like, you know, make out details.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I knew it. I knew that they could turn invisible.
It's the Predator.
Why not? Why not? I'm pretty sure this game series is at least partially based on Alien, or at least inspired by. Yeah. Missile to the face.
And like, heck, you know, Aliens and Predator. I mean, they've had crossover movies.
Isn't there like some sort of lore between them where it's
I think so, yeah. I think actually in the... I don't remember. I think in maybe... I feel like in... Oh gosh. I think in one of the Predator movies, I mean, because the Predators are hunters.
Yeah.
And they take trophies. So I think in one of the Predator movies you can actually see a xenomorph skull in one of their trophies.
Yeah, but I seem to remember... But I think that the reason that there was a crossover in the first place was because Predators and Aliens are like running rivals, basically, or they have like a competitive... I guess maybe competitive might not be the right term, but...
It may not be a wrong term, though.
Yeah, it's like... But they've been like adversaries for a while.
Yeah.
Oh my... Sean says that he has 1,300 hours on Rainbow Six Siege on PC.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I will do some investigating into... I will do some troping into the Aliens and Predators and see where the crossover stuff appears. Yeah. I do think there are some comic books or graphic novels, but I do not know if those if those like inspired the movie or were inspired by the movie.
Yep. Oh, and got it, Chief. Someone is mentioning the friend is full time on Twitch, but hard stuck on only Twitch, which market caps you. Yeah. I think at the moment I only stream to Twitch because I think you need to actually pay extra for the ability to stream to multiple platforms, and so I'd much rather just stream on Twitch and then upload everything to YouTube. But hey, if Twitch somehow like explodes and I somehow become like a popular streamer, which I don't really see happening, but you never know. Maybe I'll then start forking over so I can stream to multiple places.
That's good.
It is good to talk with you though, Chief. I remember all those hours we spent playing Black Ops 2, especially the zombies mode. Boing. Actually, hold on.
While you are figuring it out, I think I'm actually going to excuse myself because I'm going to go take a bath.
Okay, you'll go do that. I'm going to decide if I want to go back to the area where I was originally so I can blow up that one device, or if I just want to continue on to the next... Actually, I don't know if there's any way out of this, so I'm just going to go to the boss area.
Okay, have fun.
Yeah, I will have fun. You go bath.
Don't die. All right.
I shall try, but this is Metroid,
Good
so...
luck. Good luck. Don't die too many times.
Okay.
Alright, I'm sure he's likely to be done by the time I come back, so good night, internet, and we will see you tomorrow, probably in the afternoon. Like mid-afternoon, I'd say? Maybe like, we
don't have a specific time at the moment.
We don't have a specific time, but we will let you know when we do get a specific time as soon as we can. But yes, it'll be around mid-afternoon is my best guess.
Yes, unless this one meeting I have to go to takes much longer than expected, at which point we'll probably do very early evening.
Yep. Alright, so enjoy watching the boss fight, everybody, and have a good night.
Yep. Facebook got problems with copyright and stuff, but Twitch is the only company who's scared to share its viewers. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, unfortunately. Every company has got to look out for its interest. I'm on a roll.
You bet you don't have a rocket launcher, then you can rock and roll.
Fiance says if I had a rocket launcher, I could then rock and roll. Which...
When you go back through the comments, you'll hear that I made that joke before, but you were so focused on the missiles.
Yeah, well, I couldn't figure out how they work, and I think I found the place where I can finally get the frickin' spider ball upgrade.
Yay!
Alright, let's see what this giant boss is. I have a feeling we're going to need to blow up some things on the side there, though whether or not that's during the boss fight will remain to be seen. Oh, hi, Floating Rock. Oh, boy. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I've ever actually fought a living rock monster in any of the Metroid games, so this is gonna be interesting. Thank you for taking long enough to roar so that I can actually scan you. Largos, an animated sentient creature of stone charged with phazon radiation. Phazon radiation gives off by Thanos negates auto-targeting systems. Preventing lock-on. It may be possible to acquire an alternative target with a different visor. The chaotic nature of the phazon irradiation leads to instability in the structural integrity. Theranos can encase targets in ice, and its colossal size and strength make it a formidable opponent. So I'm guessing that means I need to attack with... Yep, I knew it. Oh gosh! Ah. I got. Ignore my weird noises. If anyone is typing anything in chat, I'm sorry. I will get to it as soon as this boss fight is over. Yikes. Ha! Take that, giant rock monster. Oh god, don't run me over. Ah! Ow. I'm gonna try and conserve missiles now. Okay, well at least I can heal a little bit. No missiles. Now what's it doing? Oh dear, what's it doing? Ha, take that, evil giant rock monster. Oh, that's a very easy target. Ah, that one is rolling. Eat. There we go. fire into the light and hope it's enough. Oh, looks like it's charging up again. Eight. Alright. It's going pretty well so far, and I do like the inventiveness of the boss fight. I just need to hit it in the face! I got lots of rocks. Destroying my heat vision. Oh, now I can actually see it on the main rock. Nice. Pretty sure it's almost dead. Face. And there it goes. Random rock off the head. And yeah, that is definitely the spider ball. And pause for a sec for chat. You can only go stream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time, but Twitch is a no-go. It's more of a cult thing, but still more of a connection thing, as I feel after 1K or so you lose personal attraction. If you don't have... Yeah. I could always make you a mod, Chief. That'd be nice. Just... Not sure if I need it at the moment because I don't really have too many people watching, but will definitely think about perhaps giving you mod status. We can discuss it more later. I'm not gonna worry about it tonight because I probably am gonna go to bed soon. Just working overnights has its downsides, even though I'm off tonight. Still, I am glad that you could come and watch the stream. All right, now let's become a spider. That is still so cool. Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest, this is actually the coolest that the morph ball has ever actually looked. That is so cool. Normally the spider ball just doesn't look at all different, but this just looks awesome. Actually, I'm gonna just double check to see if there's anything else that I need to do in the meantime. No, but it looks like I... Okay, no, I can go back out the way I just came, but... New research. Awesome. So it looks like I will need the grappling beam at some point if I want to keep going in this room, but now I can progress. I keep forgetting the controls because reasons. Whee! I'm rolling on the ceiling. Nice. And now that the giant rock is gone, even if it bonks me on the head a little bit at the end there, I can explore. I can continue to explore this icy wasteland. So what is in here? Well, other than, I guess, a really long morph ball track. Whee! Whee! Just boost through everything. And... ooh, a new elevator. Where am I going? Magmore Caverns South. Oh, but there is a spider track here as well. There's So then the question is, yeah, I'm gonna explore up here. It might be an item first. Oh, never mind. I can't go through there. Whee! Let's go explore the lava place. Things have cooled down and now they're heating back up. Yes, I'm making puns. You can't stop me. Ooh. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, well, that is very convenient. There is a save room right next to the elevator. Saving. Lasers. Saving. Now the question is, do I want to keep going or do I want to stop it here? The stream is already approaching 2 hours, but I've seen people stream for much longer, so let's keep going for a little bit. Maybe another 50, maybe at least until I find the next save room. Ow! Seriously, why are there flamethrowers in a place that is already a volcano? Why? There is no purpose of that. Actually, where am I in relation to everything else? Okay, so I am on the other side of the room with the grapple that needs the grapple beams to cross. So I'm assuming that this will be the area where I get the grapple beam eventually. Find a way to open this door because I want that energy container. It doesn't look like I can really go those ways. Now the question is, do I want to go this way or do I want to go the other way? What on earth is that thing? Puddle spore. That's fair. Doesn't matter the length; it's quality. Well, I'm hoping people enjoy it. I do try to be at least a little bit entertaining, even if it's just being hit in the head with a stuffed Zora from my fiance throwing it at me for making a horrible pun. Okay, so I can use that to get across, but at the same time, I kind of... This is always my struggle with Metroid games. Which direction do I go first? Because there's so many different ways you can go. Well, that way is filled with lava. Okay, all the ways with Morph Ball are filled with lava, so I probably need some sort of hazard suit to get through those. Bouncy, bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy. Let's see what's this way. Oh, this has another door that I can't get through yet. Oh, can I break through this? Bendizium. I do not know what breaks through Bendizium. Powerball, maybe? Or power bombs? I do know there was another bridge like this in here that had like an ice beam, I think, behind it. It just needs like a power bomb to break. So I'll explore around. I do so love the music of this place. It's very I don't know. I feel like I want to say it's like it feels very like Fire Metroid area, but that seems like a. That doesn't seem like a very descriptive. Ow! Get back here. Come out. There we go. Rotating lift platforms are in working order. Oh, let's wait for that to actually close up. Thank you for being a platform. Is there anything else in here that I can actually get to? No, I cannot get up there yet. So I've gotta keep running around and exploring. Weak spot near the top. Ah. Hello, giant lava noodle. I still say that the entire thing of the head exploding is rather dramatic for a Metroid game. Oh, I didn't actually expect that missile to work. Tried it earlier at a different one, and it did not work until I found just the right angle. So, but hey, it worked now. That's all that matters. I still need the grapple beam. If the grapple beam is not in here somewhere, I'd be surprised at this point. Ow! Get out of the lava, Samus. And you stop breathing fire at me. Zap, zap, zap. Boom. Okay, is there anything else? Nope. I keep hitting the wrong button. Well, let's grab the health, because I can always have more health. It doesn't look like there's anything else to really scan in here, but I'll keep an eye out. Boing, boing. Whee! Hi, Danger Noodle. Oh, actually... Will this kill it? Yes, it will. Well, that was entertaining. Always nice to kill monsters with environmental hazards rather than yourself. Where am I? Oh. Okay, I am back here, but... Oh, that's right, this doesn't need grapple beam, it needs spider ball. Which I can now have access to. Very fine. Okay, I'm gonna look around a minute because I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't think that there's actually anywhere else in this area that requires the spider ball to get to it. At least not that I can remember. I think there may have been a spider ball in Transport Tunnel A, but... No. I know for a fact that I'm pretty sure that there were places in Overworld that needed the spider ball to get around in, so I'm going to head back there and explore around a bit to see if I can find it, or to find where the next ability is. If not, I can head to the ruins, and if there's nothing there, I can always head back to the lava place again. I'm certain I will be able to find what I'm looking for eventually. Which in this case is definitely the grapple beam, because there are like 5 different places where I can use it at this point. each of which would let me move on to another area. So for now, I'm just going to head back to my ship and potentially save there, and then pick up next time, trying to find out where I'm going. But hey, that's part of the charm of Metroid games, wandering around until you find where you're supposed to go. You know, nice bit of exploration rather than being handheld the entire way. One of my problems with some Ubisoft sandbox, I think, is just too much hand-holding. Sometimes you gotta be able to explore and find things on your own rather than just being told, always go to this spot, to this way, at this time. So that might just be annoying. Yep, need grapple beam. Cool. No, don't lock onto that. There we go. Okay, so let me look around a bit. That's the way to the temple. That's where I got space jump. Can't get there yet. Can I get over there with the Okay, maybe there isn't actually anywhere else that I can go here with the spider ball. I thought there was, but maybe not. Because I'm pretty sure the frigate crash site also needs the grapple beam. You know what, I'll go check, and if it's not there, then I will head back to my ship and save. And that's where I will end the stream for the night. And then the next day, and next time I stream Metroid Prime, I will go look around in the original temple area. Because I do know that there were quite a few areas there that required the spider ball, even if it's just for optional pickups. Yes, it's this way. So I needed a morph ball to get through here the first time. Weep. Yes, I need grapple beam to get through here. Unless there's a spider ball track hidden somewhere underwater. Well, I know that there's a missile expansion somewhere. There's a missile expansion over there, which... No, I cannot get to yet. Worth a try. Oh, actually, maybe I can just get up. Maybe I don't need the grapple beam, and I can just get up here now that I have space jump. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, so I don't need the grapple beam to get over here. Actually, it mentions a frigate crash site. Is this the place where... Is this like a crash site of the big ship that crashed in the beginning of the game? Oh. And I can't get through that door yet. Okay, so while I can get over here, I can't get in yet. Ah, that's frustrating. But I'll keep exploring around. And I think I just realized where I might actually need to go. In the lava place, there is an ice beam upgrade that is inside, that is like below a bridge that is like cracked. And maybe I can use the super missile to break through it. I do not know. I will try to remember that for next time. So if anyone watching wants to remind me of that when I inevitably forget and spend an hour wandering around, please let me know. But for tonight, I'm just gonna go save on my spaceship because that's always fun. Dump. And
Yep.
That was fun. No, I'm going to call it there. Thank you, everyone who decided to tune in tonight. Chief, it was always great to see you again. Sorry I haven't been chatting too much. Been a little busy, but I'm always up to chat if you are. And thanks for tuning into my stream. I guess that we'll just call it there. Thank you for coming. If you want to say anything else, Chief, just send me a message on Facebook, or I guess leave another message in chat, and I'll see it eventually. So thanks for coming, and I look forward to showing you all more Metroid Prime soon. And remember that we will be doing an Undertale stream sometime tomorrow. Thank you, and have a great night.